Well, we move on to today's Jocktober show.
Oh, that's right. Jocktober. I love it.
Yes.
This is the Rock and Roll Morning Show with Bobby Russell and Mark the Shark Young.
There's not a Mark the Shark.
Mark the Shark.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Is there a hole?
No, this is the Rock.
What?
This is the Rock of Bangor.
Bangor, Maine.
Wait a minute. Is this Stephen King's station?
It's Stephen King's rock and roll station.
Oh, we finally get to hear a little Stephen King's station.
Now, Stephen King took some shots at Ant and I.
Yeah.
Saying that basically morning zoo radio is horrendous, and then he I don't know. He
used us as like an example
Yeah,
of
he
shock
singled us
jockery and the fact that we should be put where the sun doesn't shine,
right.
Opie.
Yeah, he doesn't like us. So he must be doing it right in Bangor.
Yes.
Basically,
Bangor, Maine.
I brought this in so you guys could take out a little pen and a notepad.
And learn a little something.
Maybe learn a little something today.
Is it Radio of the Macabre? I hope their delivery is macabre.
Fuck.
No, but there is a skeleton as the station's logo. The
Of
station's
course.
tag name is the Rock of Bangor, Stephen King's rock and roll station.
Oh, he's got to get his name in there, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he thinks he knows what good radio is. So
He does.
Let's take a listen to his morning show up there in Maine. The Rock and Roll Morning Show with Bobby Russell and Mark the Shark Young.
The shark.
Marley, the comedian, calls up with some crazy jokes.
All they do is caller bits, like with set up callers.
Right. Oh,
So
that sounds like a Rocco thing.
Yeah.
So I brought in some of their best caller bits, and this is a guy, it seems like he calls in like every week. He's a comedian.
Ooh.
And so he tells some jokes, and I mean, they just laugh and laugh.
Oh, they're loving it?
They love Marley, huh?
Marley is their favorite comedian, I'm
Mark
sure.
the Shark likes it?
Yeah. So
Great.
you got, it's like, we'll have Bill Burr on. So you guys could maybe write down some of these jokes and have Bill Burr tell them when he comes in.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
He's our Marley today.
Really? Bill Burr will strangle us if we asked him to do that. All right, here's Marley, the comedian.
It was my wife's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, honey. We're loading up the RV and going to the fair.
Why is that funny?
Because of the way he's talking?
Why is that
fucking
funny?
Maine accent? We're going to the fair.
Fair.
You can't get there from here. Ah.
They're laughing. That's one of those laughs where, okay, I know something funny is coming.
It's
I'm
coming.
ready. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is going to be good.
You think they had to meet with Stephen King to get the job? Or does Stephen King just kind of give it to
no.
a
He's never-
PD and a GM and that's it?
He doesn't have time to meet with these guys.
That's it, yeah.
He's too busy writing his 2,000-page novel. He's a bit wordy.
Yeah.
He would never survive on Twitter.
No way.
It was my wife's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, honey. We're loading up the RV and going to the fair. Got up there. My mother got on the bumper car. She's smashing into people. I'm like, Mom, this is how you usually drive. She's like Mr. Magoo. I hit somebody else. I can't believe it. I'll tell you what, the food is...
Mr. Magoo.
Holy shit. What the hell was that?
You think they were giving him a little too much?
Yeah, I think they were really kind of padding that motherfucker. Joke's awful. Hey, your bumper cars, that's the way you drive regular. That's how you drive there. Up there in Bangor. Maybe they shouldn't do bad driving jokes on Stephen King's fucking...
Radio
you
station.
might hit a rider in your bumper car. You might hit a rider walking his dog.
Not a good way to keep your job.
No.
Wow, that's bad.
I don't
Sam.
like driving jokes. I don't like it.
They're not afraid to get a little edgy. They're not afraid to go against management a little, to push back a little bit.
I hear you, Sam, because Marley does some state fair material.
That's right. Keep in mind, they went to the fair.
Where is the state fair?
They keep,
Maine.
the Bangor, they keep it local, Opie.
Yeah,
Come
Bangor.
on. It's local.
I'll tell you what, the food is so good.
That's good food at the fair, yeah?
Oh, man.
How good is it?
Oh, my God. He didn't need help with that.
No.
It's good food at the fair.
Good food at the fair.
Here comes the punchline.
I'll tell you what, the food is so good.
That's good food at the fair, yeah?
Oh, man, it doesn't matter that there's horse manure 8 feet away. I'm still going for it. I don't even care. I had an Italian sausage look like a fire log on a bun.
Did it now?
It's like a Duraflame sandwich. I'm putting mustard on.
Guy's running out of air trying to pump his jokes up.
Like a Duraflame sandwich. Holy shit. Was it nitrous oxide in that fucking studio?
No, that's Marley. That's
Sandwich. I'm putting mustard on with a garden hose. Is it bad if you need a spotter to eat a sausage?
Yes.
You know, I could have fed a small village with this thing. It was ridiculous. So much food by the time I hit the stage, I look like Elvis in Hawaii.
Did you?
The big chunky Elvis, all sweaty.
They are laughing their asses off
At
over
nothing.
Well, do you remember how heavy Elvis was?
All right, Sam.
yes,
Yeah,
Sam.
we do remember.
Kind of remember.
Okay.
Heavy
That's-
Elvis.
So you're trying to say that the guy ate so much food within an hour or two that all of a
That
sudden
he got that
he
fat.
looked like
and-
fat Elvis.
Very sweaty.
By the time I hit the stage, I
I wish Marley's life would end the same way.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to push out that sausage on the toilet and having a coronary.
Marley stinks.
Marley's a local comedian trying to make it.
He's,
He's doing his thing.
Well, the Bangor comedy scene is
Yeah.
huge, I hear.
Actually,
Just waiting for Hollywood to make their way to Bangor to
Yeah.
discover the guy.
Yeah, Bangor is going to be one of those areas that they realize there's a lot of talent up there.
Am I having a seizure?
no, that's the fire alarm.
Oh, still blinking?
I love how no one pays attention to fire alarms.
Why
so
bother?
everyone knows it's the fire alarm. Should we be running out of this building screaming?
Only when you smell smoke.
That's okay.
That's
All
what
right,
they
so we're
say.
good?
They say no matter what happens in a fire alarm in a high rise, until you smell smoke or see fire, just stay where you are.
It's the safest place.
Oh, yeah. no, actually, that is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would
You're
just-
supposed to get
I
the
would
fuck
stay
out
put.
on the street.
No, you
Most
should-
people do.
You
They
shouldn't
stay put.
Because
And
the stairwell, that's not going to burn.
yeah.
They make these
Wait,
buildings safer.
Of course.
Yeah.
Negative pressure in there. It keeps the flames out.
Yeah.
You touch the door with the back of your hand. Make sure it's not
Right.
hot.
You get the heavy doors, Sam.
Or
It keeps
actually,
the
I would
fire
just-
back while you're in the stairwell.
If
I would
you
just
see
take an
every-
intern and have him open all the doors for me. So if there's a flash fire, he gets fucking fried. Oh, I guess that was a bad door. Sorry.
This is wonderful. We're learning a little bit about Stephen King from Wes and Scranton. Wes,
Scream.
Morning, boys.
hey.
Hi.
I lived in Maine for quite a while. Great state. I went to a concert at the University of Maine, and Stephen King buys all the seats around him so nobody sits next to him at the concert.
Really?
Exactly. He
I wouldn't
paid for
believe
he
that.
paid for the auditorium, so he has a block around him that nobody sits near him when he's there for a
I
show.
wouldn't believe that because I've seen him at the Red Sox games and people are sitting around him there.
Yeah, because the Red Sox, they're not going to put up with his shenanigans.
But he's got enough money where he can
know what?
buy the whole box.
Here's your seat, stupid. Enjoy the game. All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to Kevin in Connecticut. Kevin,
Morning, guys.
hey.
I'm just checking this site out. You know, one of the jocks Sunday 4 to midnight is Fred Zeppelin.
What's Fred Zeppelin there,
Oh,
Sam?
my God.
He does Fred Zeppelin.
It's Fred Zeppelin.
What is Fred Zeppelin all about?
I mean, he's
He's
just
been there. He's been there the whole time.
he's one of the rock and roll.
That's his name on the radio?
Oh,
Yeah.
he goes by Fred. Hey, Fred Zeppelin with you. Gee, I wonder what he plays.
Great shift too. 4 p.m. to midnight on Sunday.
Oh, my
4
God.
p.m. to midnight on a Sunday?
That is the worst
Prime
shift
time.
possible.
Fred Zepp has a lot to say.
Fred
Fred
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Oh, Fred Zepp?
Yeah, that's what you could call him.
Fred Zeppelin?
Does he get the let out, Kevin? He's got to get the let out if his name is
gotta.
Fred Zepp.
How are you
Fred
Fred
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin? And, what are you playing? Bad Company?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to play some Zeppelin. From
Bad-
4 till midnight.
What's wrong with you, Bad Company? What are you talking about?
What?
You didn't have to do the rock jock shit. It's Badco. Everyone knows it.
Badco. I like the song Badco from Badco off Badco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Badco on your home of rock and roll. I'm Fred Zeppelin.
That sounds good.
Fred
Taking you to the start of Monday. Fred Zeppelin with you
Yeah.
on a Sunday night. I know none of you fuckers are listening to me because there's 80 football games on right now.
You know what really must
Jesus.
suck for these guys
What?
at this station, too? They could not possibly ever get guests.
No.
Like, what rock
are you
guys
talking about? They
are
got-
going to Bangor?
Oh, They got guests. They got Marley the comedian.
Wow.
Yeah, they got Marley
That's a big
on the phone.
That is a get.
That's a big get for Bangor, Maine. JW, a girl from Maine, checking in. JW.
Oh.
Hey.
Guys, I want to thank you for just recognizing what horrible, horrible jokes Marley has been giving me.
JW, that's what Jocktober's all about.
It really is an inclusive
God. Everybody
holiday.
in Maine thinks he's the best. He is like golden god in Maine, and I think he is just the worst.
So
it's horrible.
So we brought you to satellite radio, right?
You did.
One person at a time. That's what we do here.
That's how it works.
Baby steps, boys. Baby steps up here in Maine.
I hear you. Thanks for listening to us instead of the Rock and Roll Morning Show with Bobby Russell and Mark the Shark Young.
Why is he the shark, by the way?
Because he's a little
I don't know.
edgy.
There's no sharks in Maine.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he be Mark the Moose?
Mark the lobster? Something, yeah.
Something that maybe
Mark the moose.
Something that makes sense.
Mosquito.
Yeah, Mark the Mosquito.
It's Mark the shark.
It's because his wit is razor sharp.
Oh, is that it?
like
Like
a
a
shark's
shark's
tooth.
teeth?
Yeah.
Oh. And he's dangerous.
Yeah, he is a little.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Hey,
I mean, you don't want to cross him.
JW, do we know anything about Fred Zeppelin? I need to know everything about Fred Zeppelin, please.
You know, I wish I could say I do, but all that 4 to midnight on a Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm watching football.
I hear you.
Guess what I know I'll be doing on Sunday?
Who do you think his co-host is? I'm trying to think of a good band that would make sense. You got Fred Zeppelin and fuck, I don't have it. Whatever.
Not talking about hooking any bluegills or Tommy Cats. I'm talking about Mark the Sharkin. Talking about working for a living. Mark the Shark. Yuck.
Let's go to James in Philly. James.
Hey, how's it going, fellas? It's kind of off topic, but I saw a commercial for Obama Chia Pet Head the other day, and I thought Anthony would get a kick out of it.
Oh, there's an Obama Chia Pet head?
Oh, yeah.
It's quite the racist thing, but he grows like curly green hair out of his head. So.
That's good.
That's funny.
Hey, is that a true... I'm sorry, sir.
No, that's okay.
We're done with you. Is that a true statistic?
What?
Yes, sir.
This morning show
Okay.
that we're listening to for Rocktober this morning
The Rock and Roll Morning Show.
is number one in their market?
That's what it says on their
Number
website.
one in their market.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That really is. Let's see what market that is. Oh, it's market 223. 223?
It's rock and roll.
When you first start out in radio, you work these little markets.
Yeah.
I've been there.
He's a big shark in a small pond.
And you dream of the day that you could break the top 100.
Yeah.
In market sizes. And
Well, they got a
then
long way to go.
then you hope to break top 50, and then
Yeah.
hopefully maybe someday break into the top 10. So
Top 10 is like huge.
I'm sure they're young guys and they're know, making their way.
Yeah.
That's it. That's not correct.
No.
Unfortunately, not. They've been. They've
really?
actually both been working in radio for many years.
Oh. Well, with the likes of Marley helping them out,
Yeah.
I see them in market, like 205 within 10 years.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
huge.
You think they're going to have a big decision to make? Do we leave Bangor for Wilkes-Barre?
You know something?
Wilkes-Barre is way up there. Wilkes-Barre was like
market 70, I think.
Yeah,
Get
right in the
the fuck outta
70s.
here.
Yeah. You'd
They would-
really taking a leap.
Then if they got a phone call from Wilkes-Barre, they would jump
Dude,
at
the market. They would probably sit there and go, we're number one here in Bangor. This is great. We're at Stephen King's station.
Our family? I don't know. Do we do this to our families?
I don't think Marley can come with us. We got to stay local with Wilkes-Barre, and his accent just wouldn't cut it over there. Wow, what decisions to make.
Do we change his name from Mark the Shark? Gonna have to come up with something different. I think
something for Wilkes-Barre.
They are offering us $37,000 a year, though.
Yeah, that's
a lot of
that's
money
a
for us.
50% increase in my pay.
Because they'd have to move to overnights in Wilkes-Barre.
But it does cost the cost of living in Wilkes-Barre. Wow, that's really a lot more than here in Bangor.
Yes. Jack Sabbath. Thank you, Chris and Georgia.
Jack Sabbath.
That would be Fred Zeppelin.
Jack Sabbath.
That would be Fred Zeppelin's co-host.
Oh, that would be
See, there
great.
you go. That's the perfect one right there.
Motley Stew. Does he come on at some point?
And breaking news. This is
Ew.
this is very sad. Mongo the trucker's been up there with his big rig. Mongo.
Yeah, I heard they fired Fred Zeppelin, and they have hired Byron Maiden.
Byron Maiden. Oh, no.
And who comes on after him? Isn't it Ace?
Ace.
Ace-E-D-C. He's... his middle name is Edward.
Look, I have a...
Edward D.C., but they just call him Ace-E-D-C.
Of course.
Yes.
I have a horrendous radio name, but it's a dumb nickname that I'm stuck with. But I mean, Fred
It's
Zeppelin.
not a radio name. You had that as a kid.
Yeah, it's not like I said,
what'll I call myself for the radio?
Right.
Maybe that's what happened to Mark the Shark. Maybe people, when he was just a little boy, said, "Here comes Mark the Shark."
Hey, it's Mark the Shark. He's dangerous. I like when they put our names in the paper and they put quotation marks around Anthony, like it's a character and my name's Bob or something. No, it's Anthony. You don't have to put quotation marks around. That's my fucking name.
That's funny. Jersey Joe. Jersey Joe.
Ah.
Good evening.
Hey.
Good evening.
I hear from midnight to 4 a.m. he becomes the Grateful Fred.
Oh.
Grateful Fred.
Very good. Everyone's got their band jokes, so we'll move on from that. I think we did it. So, Travis, you can hang up on those people. Thank you very much. I am Batman. It's being pointed out I sound like Batman today.
Oh, because of your...
I am Batman.
I'm going to have to, fucking rad blow my nose.
Here you go.
It's not really, it's not really goopy. It just feels like I was doing coke or something.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I was. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I would never
dangerous.
do coke, and I certainly don't endorse it. For the kids listening.
Hell no.
It's a horrible drug.
Don't do it unless you go to Miami. That's what I say.
At least get
Sam, right?
That's a terrible message to be
Who's the
sending
DJ that died there? The unintentional overdose. They found out it was...
Who?
Oh, yeah, DJ AM?
Yeah, DJ AM. They found out unintentional overdose.
He accidentally took a ton of drugs.
Little ton of drugs. Accidentally poured drugs into his face.
Yeah.
Smoked crack.
Yeah.
Drank booze.
He had a shitload of stuff in his system, huh?
He had some prescription, some illegal. He was smoking. You smoked the crack. He was smoking the crack.
I can't imagine surviving a plane crash.
And that was it.
He must have had some demons over that, huh?
Yeah.
Poor
I guess
guy.
so.
DJ AM.
Work out like Lost, where you
Yeah.
find your strength. He said, "Fuck this, I'm going to drugs." Yeah,
That's right.
that's what happened.
All right, why don't we move on with the Rock and Roll Morning Show with Bobby Russell and Mark the Shark Young
The shark.
on Stephen King's rock station, WKIT, the Rock of Bangor.
That's right. The Rock of Bangor.
Do they call
Bangor.
it the clit? No.
No, come on.
Oh,
no.
KIT.
Well,
You could.
yeah. Well, someone else, by the way, pointed out that Elvis wasn't fat when he was doing his Hawaiian shit.
No, that was actually like.
Does Stephen S. from Bayshore know that? He's a big Elvis fan.
Steven from Bayshore is an Elvis aficionado.
Because he made a fat joke about Elvis and said when he was
In Hawaii.
but
But Blue Hawaii, when he was doing the movies and stuff like that.
he was still the young fucking stud, right?
Yeah, I believe he was.
It's all in the delivery, though. The delivery was there.
Oh, is that it? Like the facts don't matter if the joke is good.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
What if both are not there?
We got another clip of Marley?
Well, yeah.
Holy shit.
Maybe you could use some of these jokes around the water cooler after the show.
Aloha from Hawaii was 1973. Elvis was 175 pounds. That is Steve from Bayshore talking. I don't think that's fat Elvis
Not at all.
at
Depending on height, I
175.
Unless he was 4'8".
Yeah.
Marley does some material about his 2-year-old.
This is how we ended the night. We found out that my 2-year-old was allergic to cotton candy. Oh, yeah, he started eating cotton candy. His face swelled right up. Oh, yeah, had to have the ambulance come.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. You know how much the ambulance ride is? $800.
Whoa.
What, do they got a stripper pole in there? Some kind of...
I don't get it.
I don't.
Like, why would the ambulance have
Yeah.
have a stripper pole?
Well,
because it's so expensive to get someone to the hospital.
Yeah.
For that kind of money, you'd hope it'd be a party bus. Party bus.
By the way, we're looking at pictures of Elvis from Hawaii. Could be Elvis at his skinniest ever. Ever. It is the skin. Look at it. He's in great shape.
That's the Elvis all the women wanted to bang. You fucking idiot.
He picked the absolute wrong Elvis.
Wouldn't it be Vegas?
Yeah,
That would be a safe bet, I'm sure.
The Vegas Elvis, the Elvis right before he died.
Right.
You know, that's the fat Elvis. That is Elvis at his prime right there.
But in comedy, you want to remind people of a happier time. Like, you don't want to you don't want to bum people out by bringing up Elvis dying.
Or a good joke.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I see that. I see that counterpoint.
Let's get back to the kid material, because nothing says good radio than kid material.
Yeah.
2-year-old.
Talking about your wife.
I want
or
to know
your
why
kid.
his face blew up from cotton candy.
Let's find out.
Oh.
Hole in there? Some kind of open bar?
I don't know.
Pour some sugar on me.
Poor kid.
Who's Lady Gaga in there dancing with him?
These don't make sense, Sam.
Lady Gaga. She's a...
This guy.
Why would Lady Gaga be in an ambulance?
In the ambulance. For $800?
Yeah.
Look, put it this way. For a private show in an ambulance, that isn't a bad price.
For Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
I would definitely raise the $800.
But Lady Gaga is not the person that comes to mind if you're thinking that some hot famous person is going to dance for you.
Didn't she sing "Pour Some Sugar on Me"?
I don't know.
No, I believe that was Jeff Leppard who does
Middays.
middays over there.
Some sugar on me.
Poor kid.
Who's Lady Gaga in there dancing with him? It's out of control. That's why I've decided I'm going to open up my own ambulance company.
Are you really?
Well, I was in there.
Here comes the funny.
He's gonna
Here
bring
comes
it.
the funny.
He is going to bring it. People
Oh,
want to
boy,
know
is he.
if his last name, Kevin from Connecticut wants to know if Marley's last name is Davidson. No?
Marley Davidson.
Because he's wild. That would fit. Marley Davidson. You're an ass. That's great.
I like it.
With them while they were taking him, all they were saying, "You're okay, buddy. You're okay."
Yeah.
Well, I can talk to people. Put him right in the back of my Ford F-150. I'll put a cap on it.
Yeah.
You can call 1-800-BOBS-AMBU. Any of you people up there in VZ got problems.
Yeah.
Uncle Bobby come up and get you in his Ford and bring you to the... I'll only charge you $400.
Half price.
That's right. We can stop at Divas. On the way out through.
Is he speaking a foreign language?
No.
There's I guess a lot of
The
local
language of
references.
unfunny.
Yeah, a lot of local references about, I guess, strip clubs.
Yeah, we just don't get it, man.
Hospitals and ambulance. We don't get it. It's local. They keep it local.
See, this satellite radio, we're in a lot of trouble, Sam, because we don't go local.
Yep.
That's true. Regular radio, they know how to do that local break, and we can't do that with satellite radio.
People don't like to listen to the radio if they don't feel like their disc jockeys are right there with them.
We're in trouble because we don't go local. We're in big trouble, Sam.
I think you're
This
right.
Yeah.
is so bad. This is so bad.
How bad is it, Marley?
Well, it's so bad it could cost you $400 just to get to the hospital. It's giving me quite a headache. You pour some sugar on me. Sugar gives me a headache because it's, gets you all pumped up.
Why is he doing a sugar joke there? Because his son had a reaction to cotton candy or something?
I would assume that's stripper pole.
Yeah, the stripper pole.
Because
okay.
then you would play Def Leppard music because that's what's played in
Okay.
a lot of the strip clubs in Bangor.
I think Marley's smarter than that, though.
Yeah?
Because there's a sugar thing. I think there's a sugar tie-in somehow.
Oh, from the cotton candy?
Besides that being a good
No,
strip
I just
club
think
song.
it's strip. I think he went completely off the sugar at that point and just went with the song being played in strip clubs.
Wow.
There's a pole in the ambulance.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga's in there.
The brilliance that
His
is
kid
Marley.
with the swollen face from the cotton candy. Marley's he's so multifaceted.
We just found the new Richard Pryor, Sam. This is unbelievable.
I like the image of Marley watching this ambulance come and thinking, I can make something funny out of this. And he's writing about his life experiences.
Found out my kid had the diabetes.
We got Nicole in Maine. She wants in bad. Nicole, how are you? Nicole? Oh, well, hold
Hello.
on. Let me try this again.
Hello.
Nicole?
So I used to live in Bangor, but I have since moved down to Portland, which is the big city in Maine.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on up.
Years ago, they put you guys on the radio, on my favorite radio station at the
right.
time. You were on there for maybe a year,
And then they took you off, and they ended up replacing you with a fabulous morning show called Robin's Zodiac Zone. And Robin tells people's horoscope, and gives
we got
everybody
replaced
the
for a
color of the
horoscope
sun.
fucking show.
That figures.
What the fuck is wrong with regular radio?
Damn.
You would think they replaced us with maybe a local flav like morning show.
Sure. Robin's Zodiac Zone.
Robin's Zodiac Zone?
Hoo-hoo, Robin. The Zodiac Zone.
Holy
Check it out, guys. You'll love it.
I'm depressed now. Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks.
Did you know that we were replaced for that hit?
I had no clue.
Well, you guys never do psychic readings.
No,
of course.
And
just
you're
their
not
horse shit.
And you're not local.
Here's something, Sam. We try not to talk vague here.
4
we
hours
try to
of
get
horse shit.
try to get to the point.
Get to the point.
Right. Don't you think a horoscope that relates to over 1 million people in the paper is horseshit?
Well, not if it relates to your sign.
Give me my horoscope. I'll tell you if it's accurate or not.
Horoscope.
Horror if it was on Stephen King's channel.
Wow. The horoscope. Ooh. That's what they do on Halloween, I bet.
Sam, I'm a Gemini, so why
Once a year.
don't you read my horoscope?
Where are the horoscopes in the paper?
I fucking
Do
don't
they
know.
still have them?
I hope so.
Probably by the comics, right? By the comics.
You think?
Those hysterical comics.
Oh, boy, this Letterman. Oh, boy.
Oh, he's all over.
Oh, boy.
It's huge.
Oh, boy.
I had sex with staff. That could mean so many things.
Yes.
It could mean the entire staff, men and women, or that he just had sex with like a staff, you know, like that Moses carried around with him, which would be very embarrassing too. Or he had sex with an infection. He could have had. They should really clear that up. People are saying that Robin is hot from the Zodiac Zone.
Oh, good for her.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she's not bad.
All right. Well, that's what little MySpace trickery, or are we going to be able to see a photo?
That's what you need from your radio show.
Her MySpace is private. I'd have to.
Private?
How do you have a
She's
private
on the
MySpace
fucking
if you're on the radio?
air.
You found it, Sam?
Yeah, Danny helped me find the horoscopes.
All right.
What's your sign again?
Mine's Gemini.
Oh, that fits you so well.
That's what so many people
The
tell me.
duality.
That's what so many people tell me, Ant.
The two sides of Greg Opie Hughes.
Unpredictable.
Yes.
A little
You're wild.
crazy at times.
You're like Greg the Shark.
Fucking assholes. Go ahead.
Okay.
What do we got today?
Get ready to be freaked out.
All right.
Communication and commerce. That's where you're a communicator, you're a radio DJ.
Right.
Planet Mercury is having an effect on your home and family. You have both those things. So saying what you mean to someone can be easier than you thought. Being comfortable about your decisions in life is a nice, peaceful feeling to have, but you may have to wait a week or two for all the pieces to fall into place. Oh. Don't worry, Opie. They will.
Oh.
That is so fucking vague. And then they give you an out. If this shit doesn't happen right right away, they give you fucking 2 weeks.
No, it's a couple of weeks, and by then you forgot about it.
Right, and you're reading the next horoscope.
So it doesn't matter. All right, what's mine? I would be, as the show is horse shit. I am bull. Bullshit. Taurus the bull.
Taurus the bull. That fits you perfectly.
That fits me very, very well.
Oh
usually,
my God.
usually I just sit, graze, everything's fine and dandy. I can take a lot, but you rile me up a little too much, and you're gonna get you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns.
That's right.
That's right.
You're the definition of Taurus.
Yeah,
you certainly
That's
are.
me. I am definitely Taurus.
By the way, these reports are coming from Jennifer Angel.
Oh,
so
they got to be. Accurate.
Anthony, if you need to say something to get it off your mind, then do so without delay.
Hey, Sam, you're a dick.
Why would you? Come on, let me finish.
It said without delay.
I know. If it's a personal matter, then Mercury, the communication planet, which we discussed earlier, will help you convey your viewpoints in a diplomatic way so that others will not only listen, but take notice. Be careful of always having the answers and not allowing others to contribute their point of view. The way to build relationships
Anthony's
is to
going solo.
respect other people.
Nothing. That was pretty funny.
Respect other people. I'll
Right.
give that a try.
So maybe
That's
you could
gonna be
have
weird
said,
for you, Ed.
Yeah, it's something new.
That's going to be a little strange for you.
I could have said, Sam, I think you're a dick. Here's why.
Oh, okay.
And then let me.
But
maybe...
it said without delay. That's
true.
why I didn't want to even wait for the rest of the horoscope, but now I realize I should have.
That's true.
So now, instead of me doing with the horoscope, now I've read the horoscope and I'm affected by it, and that's why I would do it, which makes it stupid.
You probably do it anyway because it's right there.
Don't read my horoscope. I don't want it to affect the future.
Well, it'll create a chain reaction.
Yes.
I'm getting more info. I'm getting more info on Marley the comedian.
Are you?
Remember there was a Fred Zeppelin on this station that does, 4 to midnight on Sundays?
Of course.
Marley's real name, Anthony, is Bob. Bob Marley is a huge local celebrity.
It's Bob Marley.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he is. Jeremy in Portland has info. Jeremy.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, man.
Bob Marley is one of those local celebrities in Maine that everyone in Maine thinks he's a really, really big deal, just, because it's such a small community and everything. And you're right. All he does is tell, local jokes and goes on the Tonight Show and bombs every once in a while. But he's got his own kiosk here in the mall. And
no way.
It's a Bob Marley merchandise kiosk and usually has... absolutely nobody at it, of course. But one time during the year, he does like a Christmas show, like a 4-day show at an auditorium around here that surprisingly sells out. He goes to the mall at his kiosk and he signs autographs and shakes hands, and people, get in line. They bring their kids. They can't believe they're meeting him. I mean, the guy's such a jackass. I can't stand him. So I'm a little embarrassed that that's the main flavor that's being thrown out there.
There was something in there that really confused me. He goes on the Tonight Show?
Yeah, he was on the Tonight Show a couple of times.
Is that like a cable access show for Bangor, Maine?
Yeah.
Or are we
Tonight
talking
Show.
about The Tonight Show starring Jay Leno?
No, The Tonight Show.
What the
and the
fuck?
reason
Are
why
you
he
kidding me?
sucks is, he tells he's got people nationally don't care about, how much the local clam shack in Wiscasset sucks. I mean, his jokes don't translate on a national level.
No.
He's terrible.
They don't translate on any level.
You didn't hear the bumper car joke?
I sort of.
That was good.
I did
and
tap
bumper
out a
cars
little
are universal.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, man.
And also, Dean in New York has something on this Marley guy. Dean.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Good morning.
Good.
I want to point out that this Bob Marley, he won a comedy competition on Raw Dog where people pulled in and voted all weekend long.
Where's this Raw Dog? Where's that heard?
It's actually on Sirius XM.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually down the hall.
Oh.
Nice people over there.
Well, he beat out like classic comedy comedians like Mitch Hedberg and Jimmy Norton.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious, Dean?
I'm serious.
His comedy's more relatable, I feel like.
Is it, Sam?
I feel like it's
Is
a little more
Thank
friendly.
You, Dean. All right, and one more. John in Michigan. John.
Hi, John.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, boys.
Everyone's saying they play him on Raw Dog all the time.
Wow.
All right. What do you got, John?
Huge get for this show.
Well, the last two motherfuckers stole everything that I was going to say. So,
Okay.
Sam, only 29 days until First Right 2009.
Not even 29, right?
Punch it out.
All right.
I don't know anything about it.
2 weeks. Are you going or not?
I don't know anything about it.
2 weeks.
All right. We'll figure that out during the break.
Yeah.
Bob Marley's one of Brewer's friends. This is getting worse and worse by the minute.
Wait. Brewer, the guy that used to come on our show, or Brewer, the pizza salesman? Which one? Which Brewer?
Jackpot.
Is it Brewer?
I could do those commercials. Jackpot.
Is it Brewer, the guy that did that fucking brilliant dog chasing you down the street joke? Or the cheese is in the crust Brewer?
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Hey,
he's all over.
That's a
Good
fucking
for
national
him.
commercial for
I
that.
know.
What the fuck?
I'm not mocking him. I just think it's, it was kind of weird to see him. They're doing a Pizza Hut commercial.
All right, we're going to take a quick break because when we get back, I think Bill Burr and Jenny Brand join the program.
Yeah.
Let's not forget David Duchovny from Californication in at 9 o'clock.
You don't even have to hear it. You can watch it and read his lips saying, jackpot.
Dude, if Pizza Hut called you and said, could you do the jackpot commercial?
Dude, I'd do it blowing a guy.
Well, there you go. I would run out of this studio.
For that money? I want some of that Pizza Hut money, yo.
Oh, yeah. That's some solid money.
Look at his mouth. You can see, watch him. Jackpot! Jackpot. Here it is, too. Jackpot!
You don't even need the audio.
No sound needed. No sound needed. Watch his commercial with the sound off, and you can just see him go, jackpot!
I used to love Pizza Hut's spaghetti.
What?
They had a great
like-
spaghetti.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Jackpot! There he goes, floating in the pool.
All right, quick break, Ant, because when
All
we
right.
get back, we're going to continue with Jocktober, and we're going to give you your story of the day before David Duchovny gets here at 9.
There you go.
It's a doozy, and it's not the Letterman story that we spent an hour on. But when we get back, we continue Jocktober with Drifty.
Drifty?
Drifty calls up with the foliage report.
Yes.
What? No way.
Yeah. Dude, it's leaf peeping season.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I know. I
Where have
forgot.
you been?
It's local.
Yeah, but sometimes Drifty gets a little wacky and veers off topic.
But silly old Drifty is just eating his homemade jerky.
That's right. Hope you guys like jerky jokes.
Who doesn't?
A lot of them.
Now,
Really?
a lot of them. There's a lot of jerky material?
Yes.
All right.
After the break, we get a lot of jerky jokes. That rules.
Nice.
Jackpot.
Fucking Jocktober rules.
Yeah.
And I want to see if
love
Travis
Jocktober.
was paying attention during this past break.
Oh, really?
What is he going to play going into break?
Aw, shit, yo.
Is he going to play the one I was thinking?
Well,
He's
now
to
the
find out
pressure-
right now.
He's
pressure's
panicking.
on. The pressure's on. He
What
doesn't know
were you
going
gonna play, Travis?
He just slit his own throat. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
He
he's
couldn't
dead.
take it.
Is he fumbling now?
He's
No,
dead.
I was going to play a Jocktober sweeper and then go to break.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Are we not synced up today?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
boy.
That connection is not there.
No laughing Elvis? Oh.
That would have been next.
Yeah, okay.
That is a good one.
I would have said
Give me a
laughing
minute.
Elvis.
No, that
No, you
wa-
wouldn't have, Sam.
yeah, that wasn't an obvious one. No, play whatever. I don't give a shit.
No, I want to make you happy. Hang on.
That was the skinny Elvis from 1977, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? And Sam, people are contacting you where? On Twitter about bad radio shows?
Yes, people can just, My
Okay.
Twitter name's not Sam, so people could just do a little
Well, what is it?
at not.
Yeah, what is
stop,
your name?
Stop being wise, guys. It's NOTSAM. That's what it is.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's not Sam. That's my name. That's
But what is your Twitter?
my
Elephant isn't. Sam, what is it?
I don't care what it's not.
But your name is Sam.
I know. That's my alias.
But I don't get it.
It's very
Are
complicated.
you being extorted?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
An old station in Portland also, thank you, Jeff in Boston. Maybe we can find this. It's an actual YouTube video worth taking a peek at. Your old station here in Portland, I guess we were on a station in Portland, did a fake suspension ad. We love the fake suspension.
Fake
3 DJs were
suspension.
suspended from our old radio station for not playing commercials.
Whoa, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
That's crazy.
You know what I
And
got?
there's a video, I guess. The link to the video is up on Instant Feedback. What?
Speaking of old stations, a picture was sent to me of the WNEW studios, which is now in ruin. It's all ripped apart because
Oh,
I
really?
guess they took it down to that building.
Oh, they moved
where
all their stations south.
Yeah, all their stations are now in like one building.
Right.
So a couple of people I know were able to gain access into there during the deconstruction of the studios. Took a couple of pictures, and I'm like, oh, I remember that. And
Yeah.
it's just, dude, it's just decimated, ripped apart.
I want to see this.
Well, I think I got the picture on my phone. I'll show you. But you know what I have that is going. First of all, today the big window goes in my studio downstairs for the compound.
Wait, you're putting a window in?
Yeah. I'm getting a
so
studio
people can
window.
watch from.
So people can watch, or I don't feel like I'm just trapped in a little room. So I'm getting a window put in.
What the fuck, dude?
And
when is your place going to be perfect?
Never. I just keep working.
I didn't know you
It's
were
work in progress.
You're putting a window
Putting
in.
one of the
It's
real
gonna look
windows.
really like a radio station.
It's a real window too.
That's
that
classic.
they're
You're
putting in.
going to have chairs out there so people can just kind of sit?
Well, people can
Couple
sit,
speakers and
watch,
shit?
but it's not so much so people can sit and watch as much.
They
as
just
it
want to make sure you're not passed out in there.
that way. Yeah,
So they could, walk by the
Yeah.
big window and make sure you're okay.
and it feels a little more like you can, look out. It's not like I'm in a little boxy room. But what they got for me, which is going up outside the door, the original on-air sign that we used, that we had, that was outside the door of the studio.
I would kill to have that.
I got that. It's going right up over my studio.
I would kill to have that for my shitter.
Isn't that great?
My shitter bathroom.
You have an on-the-air light when you're shitting. That is pretty funny.
Thank you.
Stupid radio guys have an on-air light. Look, see, please don't
See,
come
I'm in here shitting.
On
Gonna get
the
it.
There's a toilet on the top of Drudge right now. Dude, I swear to you. They're fucking with me.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, what's up with that? There's a weird thing
It's a
happening today.
toilet.
He ain't lying. Look at that. The toilet right up there.
That's fucked up. No, you have Newt Gingrich. But I had a toilet.
Well, he's a toilet face.
It was don'tmakeUspay.org or something.
Huh?
It was some kind of a political thing, but they showed a toilet and things going down the toilet.
Sure they did,
But I was
Anthony.
just talking about
Sure
a toilet.
they did.
God, this is getting scary.
Sure they did. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I completely agree with Dictator Chicken. I don't get this one. Worst radio jock, Larry Norton.
What?
Not to be confused with Jimmy from 97 Rock in Buffalo. And he does that whole lobster is loose thing. It is horrendous how
Which
bad
makes
Larry
no
Norton
sense.
is. And he's an institution up there. I don't get it. Never got it.
Maybe he'll be featured.
We all worked together in Rochester. He was just a dumb little production guy, and then went and got his own show in Buffalo.
Rochester.
He's huge in Buffalo. You know, you got to give him. I don't know why though. I just can't fathom it. All right, we'll take a break, and we're gonna get into the jerky jokes next.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's like Jerky Boys.
No, it's like you know beef jerky, like dried meat.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like dried meat.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of comedy fodder there.
Just start thinking for when we get back to it.
Travis, get us out of here, will you? So we do Jocktober?
Of course.
Sam, we never finished up Jocktober because we had David Duchovny in on Friday.
Yeah.
We should definitely do Jocktober.
Or did we do? Oh, whatever.
You did the first part.
No, I know. We're still looking at the Stephen King station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Rock of Bangor.
Right. Do you know a comedian named Bob Marley?
Yeah, he's a white guy from Boston.
Man, he did some material for this show, and we all beat the hell out of him, and we should have. The material wasn't that good.
Okay.
And then Bill Burr and Vinnie Brand come in here and go, the guy's hilarious.
Yeah,
And
he's
now
a funny comic.
Now we kind of feel like idiots. But I think it proves our point what we're trying to make with Jocktober, that you know, regular radio and these regular radio shows just ruin everything.
Is he on the show?
Because here's a guy that it turns out he is a funny comedian, and this show made him sound like he's the biggest hack working in the business today.
Well, is he? Oh, he was just a guest on the show.
He's like a regular call-in. Like he it sounded like he calls in like every week or whatever.
You know, some of these guys, they get a gig where they call a lot of morning shows.
Oh, okay.
And if you're a local listener, you just assume that guy is part of that show, but he really isn't. He's just calling that show and many others. You know what I mean?
Lisa Lampanelli did that. That was really helped her. That in Comedy Central. Larry the Cable Guy was legendary for that for years.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Larry. I didn't know because when I was being brought up in this business, he was calling a Rochester radio station. I just thought he was the funniest fucking guy locally. It turns out no, it was just one of 20, 30 stations he had to call every week.
He calls. Like, I heard he would call every day, different stations. Like
Yeah.
he had a schedule.
Yeah. So now I feel bad for this Bob Marley guy. But honestly, you know, we weren't misrepresenting it. The stuff sucked, and now I think it's because the show doesn't know how to handle him right.
Right.
Yeah, it's the show.
So we got the Rock and Roll Morning Show with Bobby Russell and Mark the Shark Young. This is Stephen King's rock station. Remember Stephen King took a shot at us?
Yeah.
But he knows radio, you know. So we're taking a look at what one of his rock stations is doing in the morning. It's the Rock of Bangor, Maine.
Ugh.
So we meet Drifty as we continue Jocktober.
Wait, hold on. Why is he saying Opie and Anthony can be shoved, and yet he's got a morning show?
Because
Why is there a morning show on his, and he's giving you guys shit?
I don't know.
His morning show knows how to do things. We don't have any character call-ins.
That's true. We've never been able to handle those.
Yeah, so
We do. Bob calls in. It's fucking Blithering Idiot Tuesdays.
More info on Bob Marley. It continues. John in Maine. What's up, John?
Good morning.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bob's from Portland, Maine. He's hilarious. He's a good on
local comedy, like where he's from, stuff like that. So I don't know how well he relates outside of Maine.
Right. Okay.
But he's hilarious back here.
Yeah, I don't want to completely trash the guy if it turns out he is a funny guy. But wow, what we heard, it wasn't too funny.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him.
Supposedly he's won like competitions on Sirius XM on the Comedy
Oh, really?
Channel and all sorts of shit. So
When I've seen him, he has been funny.
Right.
He's very memorable too because of his name.
There you go.
There's a show back here, 97.9 for Jocktober. There's 2 holes that are brutal on it. They're out of Portland, and he goes on there sometimes, and I just want to kill him when he goes on there because it is a brutal show.
He's supposed to be a pretty good marketer too. Like I heard Bob will go into towns and he'll like do theaters and like he just markets himself well and he gets like I don't know how he gets all the steamrolling, but he sells out these theaters where he's not even that known, which is smart.
Huh. All right, thank you, John. We go to Mike in Maine. Mike.
Yo.
Mike!
Didn't realize we had so many listeners in Maine.
Yeah, what's happening?
What's up, Mike?
Well, the Bob Marley, he does a lot of like the hack comedy from Maine. Like he'll do a lot of the jokes, like the accents of the region, which really isn't. If some people like him, but after listening to you guys and I listen to him, it's not the same. I don't know.
But is that hack though? I wouldn't say that's hack. Like because a guy named Steve Sweeney is a pretty legendary comic in Boston, and he does a lot of accents and regional stuff, which it makes it harder for people who don't live there to relate to it. But that wouldn't be considered hack. I mean,
yeah,
that's his thing.
Sweeney's hilarious.
See, I've never seen him do stand-up. I've never seen
Really?
him or Don Gavin do stand-up. 2 legends in Boston.
He's got Boston figured out.
Yeah.
He really does go very local. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue with Jocktober. We meet a new character on the Rock and Roll Morning Show. His name is Drifty. Who's Drifty?
Well, Drifty calls in with the foliage report.
That must be good.
But sometimes Drifty gets a little sidetracked with what he's doing.
Because he drifts, probably.
A little bit. He's
that's why they call him Drifty.
He's an older guy, or at least he sounds that way.
Oh, no.
And he makes his own jerky.
As in beef jerky?
Not just beef jerky.
Is it going to be wacky jerkies he makes?
Well, there's
he makes I bet you Drifty doesn't realize what he's saying either.
He's yeah. Maybe next time you go on the Jay Leno show, you could include some jerky jokes because Drifty.
How long would you survive on Leno if you did jerky jokes, Jimmy?
They'd let me do them, but they'd probably go, "What are you fucking doing?" I mean, flying, maybe, but this. All right,
let's find out what Drifty's all about. The foliage report, where the leaves are changing colors,
or at least that's what the morning show thought.
All right.
As a rule of thumb, by the way, almost nothing funny can happen after the foliage report is announced.
All right, let's see what's going on from T2R9. Say good morning to Drifty Twitchell.
Good morning there, Bob. Is he blowing somebody?
No, his mouth is full.
Of jerky? So he's setting up his jerky bit.
He wasn't ready to take the phone call because he was eating some of his jerky.
His homemade jerky.
Yes.
And it's not just beef jerky, we're going to find out.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Good morning there, Bobby.
Hello?
Hi. Eugene.
It's Don.
Well, how are you toenail biters doing today?
Just fine. Hey, how's the weather up there in T2R9? How's the beef?
Hang on a second, fellas. Just a second. I'm just finishing up a piece of jerky here.
Jerky?
Oh? Don't that have a nice flavor?
Yeah?
Maybe a little too much salt on it. Next time I'll have to adjust that, but
Drifty,
not bad.
Drifty, what are you up to anyway? What are you up to now?
I'm just test chewing some of my latest jerky recipes here.
Oh, you make your own jerky, huh?
That's right.
Oh.
That's the
setup.
It's a long way for a fucking jerky I guess we're about to hear all the jerky jokes now.
Yeah.
That's awful on every conceivable level. First of all, the audio quality is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's like a really
horrible phone
a
or
weird
something.
vibration underneath
Yeah.
it. It's horrendous.
This is supposed to be fun. That one just made me just angry.
You're upset?
Oh, my God.
I wonder if Stephen King calls in as any characters. It wouldn't surprise me if he did that to get himself on the air.
Because it's his thing. Like he's,
Yeah.
he always wanted to be a radio guy. but not brave enough to say it's Stephen King doing Drifty or maybe another one of these characters. All right.
Ew, the website, sorry. Rock and Roll Morning Show Goodies.
Goodies.
Is that the good old rock and roll radio you missed, Stephen? Come on. This fucking stinks.
What kind of goodies do they
I don't
have?
know. Little goodies.
Danny, if you find any goodies on the website, please bring it to our attention. Please. Drifty starts doing his jerky material. We heard the big setup there.
Yeah.
Here's Drifty and his jerky jokes.
I got them from my father.
Yeah.
Who got them from his.
What is that?
The recipes, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the jerky recipes.
All right. All right.
You mean you weren't focusing on the setup of this whole
Sam, I tapped out halfway
Really?
through that track, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
You missed some good stuff.
Office Space, thank you. Did that for Anthony. Because he's not here today. My mouth's real dry, Jimmy.
Oh.
Can I have a sponge?
You sure you don't want my suggestion? Just hold it. You hold it between your cheek and gum like some fucking skull.
But I need moisture.
No, I'll believe me. Just tickle the bag. I'll leak a little.
Rehydrate?
Yeah.
And then I'll be good.
I got them from my father.
Yeah.
Who got them from his father.
Right.
Who got them from his uncle. Who got them from his grandmother.
Yeah.
The music is terrible. The character's not believable or / interesting. It's just abominable.
Who gives a shit where he got his jerky fucking recipes
Who's
from?
laughing at that? Like, who's driving? Who can't get out of the car?
Maybe you would say, I got it from my father, who got it from his father, and then move on. Then he has to include an uncle. It's
And a grandmother?
It's not working.
We get it. Jerky.
His grandmother.
Yeah.
Who did some kind of dirty deed with some one-legged fella from Lewis.
Okay, all right, Drifty. Okay.
Well, all right, I get it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, make sure you stop Drifty.
Why'd they stop
okay,
Drifty?
Okay, Drifty, okay.
He was about to talk about those dirty deeds.
All right, okay. We don't want to hear about her getting it up the pooper.
Are they trying to like show that Drifty gets out of control relatively quickly?
Yeah.
You gotta keep Drifty under control.
Yeah, we got to make sure we're on top of our game so Drifty doesn't get us in trouble.
Yeah, okay, Drifty, okay.
A
boo.
He's unpredictable, huh? This Drifty.
Drifty, get out of his way.
This was supposed to be a foliage report.
Oh yeah.
Where's the foliage while he's drifting like he does?
Yeah, well, hence Drifty, right?
What is it? Who the fuck on a rock station wants to hear a foliage report?
Nothing worse than naming the character after what he does.
Yes, this should be called Sucky.
Right. Why can't he just be whatever his name is, and then you as the listener figure out that this guy always just kind of drifts away from what he's really supposed to be talking about?
It's a little complicated.
Exactly. Call him Alzheimer's-y. That'd be fine. No?
All
right? Hope lost interest. Everybody else is just avoiding eye contact. So what?
So I also just realized that it's from Clerks in that Office Space. I'm an idiot. Yeah,
Sorry.
I do know that. Fuck. Look, man, I haven't eaten in fucking 12 hours.
And you need moisture.
And I need moisture. I'm dying over here.
More Drifty, please.
All right, more Drifty.
All right, I get it. Where was I
Look,
anyway?
you were chewing on some kind of jerky.
Oh, yeah. What kind is this anyway? Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping for a foliage report here.
Take a look at the bag
Guess
here.
we're going to talk about jerky.
Oh, here it is.
It's the sound of the bag.
And he's bummed that he's not getting his foliage report.
Yes. He was supposed to get foliage report. That's what the people tune in to hear, and all of a sudden Drifty is talking about Lord knows what.
I probably would be.
We're 3 minutes into this bit, and he still hasn't named one stupid jerky. And I know it's going to be some dumb thing like kitten jerky or hamster jerky or something instead of just beef jerky.
I would fucking prefer the foliage report. It would probably be more interesting.
No shit.
And funnier than this awful character.
I'd rather
Drifty's horrendous.
I'd rather watch the leaves actually change color in real time than listen to this horse shit.
It's really bad.
Jerky.
Oh, here it is, right here.
What?
Oh, wow. This is Drifty's Wicked Squirrel Jerky.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can tell on account of the tangy, nutty aftertaste to it.
Really?
And not to mention, the gray hairs that
Jeez, Drifty.
sometimes,
Jeez.
sometimes you don't get them all, you know.
Squirrel jerky. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow, his acting is terrific too. I don't know. Like he's not really sure.
I mean, that's a little.
Like he's not sure, Sam. It might be a good idea, but I don't know.
There's nothing more uncomfortable than fucking dishonest radio. Like, why doesn't the guy go, this bit stinks?
Right.
This is awful.
He would gain so many more listeners going, thank God, because that's exactly what we're thinking out here.
Is that the kind of rock radio Stephen King missed?
Yeah.
Is that your morning rock radio? Come on, man. It's fucking horrible.
That's why this is beautiful that we're doing this, because he thought he knew what he was talking about when he was, trashing morning radio in general.
He's still my favorite author ever. I actually bought a Stephen King book in the airport. If he described one of his shits, I'd buy the book.
Yeah, good for
He's the greatest.
Good for you.
But his radio critique, the nerve of this motherfucker to critique radio and put this, look, right. I'm not a literary genius. You don't know fucking radio.
Right.
Put your iPod on and shut your face.
There you go. Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
His name is connected to this station. A bunch of
King's
stations.
Rock Station.
It's called Stephen King's Rock Station?
Yeah.
He's got like 3 stations up there, Jimmy.
Probably the same cornball playlist as every other fucking rock station that ruined itself by just not doing anything different.
And you know what? They have a jock on this station. You want to know what his name is? His name is Fred Zeppelin. Fred Zeppelin works on the radio station.
My scalp is itching. That made me so uncomfortable, my fucking head itched.
Why? Fred Zeppelin is,
Sounds like Led Zeppelin. They have Zach Sabbath, too? What an asshole.
We did all the jokes
Friday. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I think we went with Jack Sabbath. Sabbath, or whatever. Something dumb. Fred Zeppelin, yeah. He's got somebody named Fred Zeppelin that does a shift on
At the morning radio you miss, Steven?
Yep.
At the good stuff you're talking about out there?
All right. He continues with his jerky bit here. That's going absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
Drifty, everyone.
You got any other recipe, any other flavors that might be better than squirrel jerky?
Oh, he's looking for something other than...
Now, I got to tell you, Sam, if they're asking for more recipes than squirrel jerky, I think it's going to get even more outrageous than squirrel jerky. What do you think, Jimmy? You're a comedy writer.
Well, you always start off light, and then you get really crazy. So I'm sure squirrel jerky was just kind of the preparation for all of us to fasten our seatbelts.
Right. It's going to get really crazy now, you think?
No, I think what's going to happen is it's going to peter out even further. This is sputtering as it is, and we're expecting it to get crazier, and it's just going to be a circular, the same joke 8 times bit, and then die in the water.
Why does this make us so angry?
Because we know it's garbage, and it's not being addressed as garbage.
And I think because we get just lumped into this horse shit, the business in general gets no respect. And the business gets no respect because there's so many shows doing horse shit material like this.
Just the fact that asshole would badmouth this show and use this show. How about, Steven, why don't you you could take, what's the name of the show?
Mark the Shark and it's the Rock and Roll Morning
Why
Show.
wouldn't you take them and
Bobby
shove
Russell and Mark the Shark Young?
We do funny stuff. Why would you fucking pick this show? What a douche.
Stephen King wants to fucking shove me and Aunt, because he named us by name, up his ass. It's kind of flattering, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you up Stephen King's ass?
Probably, if I could bring Misery or yes, or Bag of Bones, which I'm enjoying. He is the best.
All right, let's continue, because now the recipes for this guy's jerky it's going to be off the charts.
Going insane.
Other than... Oh, I got a wicked charge, a jerky variation here. Let's see, I got bear jerky.
Bear jerky, huh?
Deer jerky.
Okay.
He's actually going backwards. Yes. At least make it more outrageous. At least follow the rules of comedy, you cock.
And why are you crinkling the bag every time? We get it.
Right.
Just list them. No one's going to say, hey, he's not... I don't hear the bag crinkling. What's he doing?
I'm getting fucking mad, Sam.
I got the Daily News, the New York Post. We get it. We know what papers are. Just say get the fucking papers.
What, he doesn't even know his own jerky, so he has to look into his bag of jerky?
I think it's just there are so many jerkies that he has to pull them out one bag at a time. What? Otherwise, we wouldn't even believe. This jerky is so unbelievable that if we didn't hear the bag, we would think, no way he
But if he started with squirrel jerky, now he's just doing bear and deer. That's like...
Exactly.
It's... Someone from Melbourne, Australia writes, moose cunt jerky? There you go. Drifty could save the bit if he said moose cunt jerky and they have to go off the air or bleep it or whatever. And get some real outrage going.
Jerky.
Okay.
Turkey jerky.
Turkey jerky.
Trout jerky.
Ooh.
Gopher jerky.
Oh.
Oh, and of course, moose jerky.
Okay.
And fox jerky.
Fox jerky.
And raccoon jerky.
Yeah.
Frog leg jerky.
It's really worse.
Oh, and don't forget beaver jerky.
Oh, beaver jerky.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites.
What's that?
I made it out of some old rooster meat.
Rooster meat?
And you know what I call it?
What?
Drifty's Wicked Cockadoodle Chew. It's a real eye-opener.
Oh, my God. I'm laughing at the face Jimmy's making. You got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm stunned.
He just named all the local animals of Maine and put jerky after
And
it.
then he didn't have the balls to say cock jerky. A cock-a-doodle-doo, don't want to get in trouble.
You could say cock jerky at that point.
Cockadoodle chew.
Say it's cock jerky. And
Did he say that?
Yep.
And here's what I really hate about them is they're fucking fake. What kind of guys laugh? That is horrid.
Melbourne. Yes, it is Melbourne.
Wow.
How horrendous is that?
Beyond comprehension.
You're biting yourself.
Dude, that's so
You're so right, though, because
terrible.
As a guy, how do you feel good about yourself that you're fake laughing over
Who
that?
laughs at that? Cock-a-doodle chew.
You could say cock jerky at that point and say, and you can't really, you just have to chew it forever.
Or you could say
Make
no
some
to
kind
the
of
bit.
ball bag joke. Something.
Don't do it.
Just don't do
How
it.
about, you know what they should have done?
What?
Just play a song.
Just
play
leaves all over.
Yeah, play a popular song right there.
Yeah.
Maybe a song about the seasons changing.
You know what I want to hear? Foliage reports. How many youngsters were run over as they were playing in piles and unseen? That's a great foliage report.
Paul in Florida is very happy. Paul.
This guy on the radio is hilarious. He has come up with a herky-jerky bit.
You like it, Paul?
I do not. This guy's a faggot.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to Phil in Atlanta. Phil.
I'm laughing really hard at the jerky bit. You know, if that guy was just doing it dry, it'd be one thing, but they got the really hilarious music bed underneath.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
The music bed makes it. Music beds basically mean, look, we don't have confidence in anything that you're hearing, so we'll just distract you with some music behind us.
They just don't have the dignity to use a laugh track, which is what they should be using.
Yeah. When Anthony and I worked at AAF, they made us put music under us when we talked. It was the most annoying thing, and I was like, it's distracting. Stop. You don't need music if you're saying some good shit. Nope. Let me say hi to Mike the trucker. Mike.
Hey, my favorite turkey jerky.
The what?
The jerky?
Oh, the turkey jerky?
Taint.
Taint?
Like taint.
Oh, my favorite is taint turkey jerky. Did his phone crap out?
I don't know.
All right, Mike. Thank you, sir. Jimmy, I would love to say that it ended there, but Drifty continues with this jerky bit.
It did not end there.
Good.
Drifty continues with this jerky.
Was the CD player broken? Killing time?
Seen this one before here.
What's that? What do you got?
Well, there's no writing on it. And usually I write down what it is, you know.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is.
Uh-oh. It's some kind of mystery jerky?
That's right. Would you, if you were in Drifty's position with all these crazy jerkies, would you be crazy enough to sample some of that? I wouldn't.
I would be too busy trying to run him over with a car.
I'm telling you, I think this is Stephen King calling in. It wouldn't surprise me if this was a character he does on that show.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is so horrid.
So
this can only be a boss.
So it's a boss, and,
That's why they're
and,
laughing
and the
so
radio
hard.
show hosts are stuck with like, fuck, it's Stephen King. We can't say how awful this is. We got to fake a laugh to save our jobs. That's not a bad theory, Jimmy.
I can't say it is for sure, but it sounds like it's obviously a terribly put on voice.
I wonder what it is. Well, yeah, let me just take a little bite out of it. You guys got a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. She's got quite a bite to her.
Really?
Well,
tangy, huh?
Oh, I can't stand it anymore.
Spicy, huh? Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh.
Whoa, what the heck was that stuff?
Oh, my.
I don't...
You think he's going to tell us?
What do you think it was?
The script?
The ratings for the show.
And the fucking whole guys. Oh, my.
Oh boy. Fake concern time. Cue fake concern.
Oh, my. And how come if this idiot has jerky written on every bag, why is he going, what's this?
Yeah.
We understand eating. You don't have to act out eating, fucking vaudeville.
Didn't he made the jerky, right?
Yeah, how do you not know what it is?
Right.
Oh, my.
I don't remember trying out anything like that.
Really?
Oh, would you look here?
What?
There's some white and black hairs in the bottom of the bag
I
here.
got it.
White and
What do you think?
Skunk jerky?
He wouldn't be crazy enough to be chewing on a skunk.
Black and white. Either he's eating seal and Heidi Klum.
Jim.
I don't mean it.
Wow, way to spoon feed your comedy. Black and white. What could it be?
I don't know. Come on, we got to get to it.
All right.
Here,
white and black. Weird.
all mixed up with the meat. Geoffrey, get over here. Do you know anything about this? You made it. What'd you get? Roadkill out by the road last.
Why is Geoffrey completely... How can I hear him rifling through the bag, I can hear him chewing, but I can't hear fucking Geoffrey
Stupid
talking
Geoffrey.
to him?
Who's Geoffrey?
And how fast did that happen? Geoffrey, get in here. What is that? Roadkill? What is Geoffrey signing?
Isn't the rest of the shit that he ate roadkill, basically? Turkeys and deer and...
No, those are hunted strictly for jerky purposes.
Really?
I think so.
Please just rewind this so we can hear how fucking quiet Geoffrey is and how fast... Geoffrey, what is this? This awful character he introduces?
Maybe he's a mute.
White and black. Weird.
All mixed up with the meat. Geoffrey, get over here. Do you know anything about this? You made it. What'd you get? Roadkill out by the road last week. Well, the only thing I saw out there by the road last week was that skunk you rolled in so you wouldn't have to go to school.
Oh, no.
What?
Okay.
Oh, Bobby Mac. I'm sorry.
Oh, geez.
Dr. Pepper. I gotta go.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
There was a hunk of skunk junk. It ain't sitting too good right now. I apologize.
Okay, all right, okay.
That's the fake morning show laugh, everybody.
Wow.
You got to witness it there.
Jeffrey's so quiet, though. He lives with Drifty, lives with Boo Radley. It's creepy.
I hate Drifty. I hate Geoffrey.
I like Geoffrey. He didn't ruin the bit by talking.
Yeah,
Jeffrey's
true.
my favorite one in that whole show. They found a place, and he's like, oh, I hate when someone has to go in the middle of action. Gotta get out of here. Oh, what's going to happen? That's Drifty. Yeah.
Right. Fucking Drifty sucks.
Drifty's awful.
We can be thankful that Drifty repeated all of Geoffrey's answers.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Because otherwise...
That's how you talk.
Yeah.
Sam, how are you?
That's how you talk.
Yeah, how are you?
How am I?
How is he? He's good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, you don't have to answer. Jimmy was doing the bit.
Oh, I thought I was...
No, this is how it works now on radio shows.
You just whisper.
Now do the bit again.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? You're tired? Well, how long did you sleep? 4 hours. Because no one can hear Sam from 3 feet away. I can hear every other aspect of this man's activity. The bag crinkling, the chewing, the rifling through. What do we got here?
Yeah.
What do we got here? But I can't hear Geoffrey, a human being, speaking from 2 feet away.
So you're in your car and that's on. How are you enjoying that? I just don't understand. Is there just another group of people out there that just enjoy shit like that?
Nobody enjoys that. Nobody.
I understand people's senses of humor are very different across the board, but is there an audience for that?
That's not funny. It's not interesting. It's not compelling. It's not believable. It's god awful on every level. Humor that misses is one thing, but that's who's saying Drifty's on? Come here,
right.
Get in the house. Drifty's on.
Yeah.
Let's have some laughs.
Yeah. Hey, kids, gather around the radio.
Yeah.
It's another episode from Drifty.
There's
And
a foliage
maybe
report.
Geoffrey will actually talk this time where we get to hear him. All right, so we have one more bit from these guys.
Wow.
The Rock and Roll Morning Show with Bobby Russell and Mark the Shark Young.
Yeah.
Stephen King's rock station in Maine there.
Bangor.
We get to meet Baxter the Polka Monster.
Baxter, the Polka Monster.
Cool. He misses his morning radio, huh? Take Opie and Anthony and shove them where the sun don't shine. Right. And this is the garbage you throw at people?
Very dishonest. You got the worst radio happening right in your backyard, and you're trashing us for actually making something of ourselves.
And making people laugh.
Across the country.
Why don't we have funny callers like Baxter and Drifty?
Could E-Rock do one?
I don't see why not.
Exactly.
I mean, Baxter the Polka Monster is an in-studio character, so I think maybe that's something E-Rock could develop.
He could be maybe E-Rock could be a conqueror. He could be Blabaro.
Should we force E-Rock to be some kind of typical morning zoo character?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we want Stephen King to like us.
Tell him by the end of the week he has to come in here with his new... When are you out of here, Jimmy?
I leave. I'm gone Thursday and Friday.
Oh, no, you got to be here for this.
I say we make him improv something. Because obviously Drifty was just running with it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Obvious.
How about we have E-Rock? We'll do some stuff. When we take our break, we'll come back. E-Rock fucking has to have a character ready.
Yeah.
Like that. I think E-Rock should have something prepared for the show for once.
I think that's true. I think you're right.
Sam agrees.
All right. Would it be better if we give him like just 2 days and we do it
No!
Wednesday?
2 days to improve it. If it's bad.
There would be some kind of anticipation.
Nobody would
by
care.
you and I and Ann and the listeners.
We'll totally forget about it and blow it off.
We would be anticipating what is he going to do? What is he going to do?
We would completely forget about it. It would never happen.
We'll forget about it. We forget everything.
All right. Why don't we continue with Baxter the Polka Monster?
Yay.
Jocktober. Practice your morning zoo laugh at home, everyone.
Now, Baxter the Polka Monster, you have to watch out for him. He has an accordion.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Which is obvious.
And he knows how to use it, right, Sam?
Yes, it's obvious that he's playing the accordion. It's not some kind of track that they have or something.
Oh, because he plays it sloppily?
He plays
that the deal?
It couldn't be
Really?
He's crazy. So he's nuts.
So he'd have to be in this madhouse.
This is just insane.
He's a polka monster.
You were in pretty good shape when you were a baby.
Oh, yeah. Then I took a liking to Slim Jims. Yeah, all right.
Then I what?
He took a liking to Slim Jims.
What is with these fucking meat product jokes?
Enough about the meat product.
Do they like anything that isn't an unhealthy, spicy meat product?
What the fuck?
Well,
terrible.
Baxter the Polka Monster is ushering in a contest for the listeners to call up.
Yeah.
And you guys should really hear the type of prizes that this radio show gives away.
I guarantee they have better prizes than us.
Yeah.
As much as I'm sure we'll make fun of that, too, because we have to make fun of everything because we're a bunch of fucking assholes. But I bet you they have better prizes.
First prize is a radio that doesn't pick up that station.
You were in pretty good shape when you were a baby.
Oh, yeah. Then I took a liking to Slim Jims. Yeah, all right.
Apparently.
Oh.
So you got the accordion, I say.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hey.
You never go very far without it.
No, I don't.
Do you find, does it help you with your sales calls? Do the people enjoy the?
He's a sales guy.
Mm-hmm.
Baxter, the Polka Monster, is a sales guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he does this on the side.
Holy
crap. And hold on, I'm getting more intel from this station. Aaron, it looks like Aaron. What's up? You're in Maine there. What do you got?
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
The promos that they play on the television around here are older gentlemen, regular Mainers, reading classic rock lyrics like it's poetry, like, she was a fast machine. She kept her motor clean. And then they cut to a guy in front of a big cow barn, and he's going, ooh, that smell.
You're laughing.
It's terrible, dude. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is local. Awesome.
And then the radio station logo pops on the screen.
Oh, it's the scary
The Rock and Roll Morning Show.
That's another package commercial that they shop around.
Oh, really?
That's definitely been used for
everywhere.
many rock stations.
What has?
That exact commercial.
Oh, they have package commercials?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yes.
If you see a local radio station commercial, yeah, that's done in other markets.
Wait, so they shoot it there, or they
they fly all the morning shows into one studio for a weekend or whatever, and they just take turns doing the exact same commercial.
The same script.
Yeah.
And they just usher in all the
They
different
just change the call
morning
letters.
And you wonder.
So that they don't even have originality as far as selling their own morning show or their own radio station.
You wonder why radio is dying and shit, and why people took some kind of an interest in satellite. That's why. What a bunch of uncreative, fucking dopey suits, like Oedipus called it with BCN. It's a bunch of dumb suits making decisions who are not fireable, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you're going to do a local commercial, I mean, we've done a few over the years. I mean, whether they were good or not, that's up to you guys to decide. But at least we came up with original ideas and tried something, different.
No originality, just garbage.
Yeah.
They deserve what they get.
Can't even write their own commercial for their own morning show or their own radio station. Let's get into this Baxter the Polka Monster.
Do the people enjoy the
No,
accordion?
not really, but if I throw it on my back, it weighs me out a little bit. Yep, all right. Yep, balances, the front and back.
I see. Boy. All right. All right. What's the Baxter package today, Baxter?
Well, speaking of Slim Jim, in honor of the Polka Monster, we've got the monster size Slim Jim.
It is a big Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
Is Slim Jim a sponsor?
The winner of the contest will win a Slim Jim.
A monster Slim Jim.
A large Slim Jim.
With a big head on it and 2 balls.
Oh, wait, that's the prize? Is a monster Slim Jim for
I mean,
real?
it's a prize package, so don't be too quick to judge.
Big Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
That's
like
a lot of
Baxter.
chew there.
Big can of Monster energy drink from Maine Distributors. Also, a Humpty Dumpty potato chip bag from Snack Right Distributors, and a WKIT chip whip refrigerator magnet.
There's chips. There's
All right.
all kinds of stuff. To win, all you got to do is correctly identify whatever the tune is that Baxter's going to play for us on the old squeeze box today.
Hopefully taps.
They called it the squeeze box.
Yeah. So the winner of the contest gets Slim Jim, a bag of potato chips, 1 can of energy drink,
And a fucking refrigerator magnet, with their dumb logo on it, so you can lose your appetite.
Are they trying to get outrageous by having a weird prize package?
I don't know what their plan is, but Baxter is the weird one. Baxter's the crazy one. Did you hear him in the background going what?
He's got a weird voice.
He's quirky.
All you need is a weird voice on the radio. Then you just make a character name.
I'd rather win.
Make sure E-Rock's character that he's working on right now has a weird voice.
Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to him a lot during commercials and maybe coach him a little bit.
All right, very good. So here's Baxter performing the mystery song. You got to figure out what he's playing on the fucking
squeeze box.
Squeeze box.
You ready, Baxter?
Yep, I am.
Yeah?
Go easy.
Good boy. 990-3100, 1-800-28. Oh, there was somebody on there. They quit. Yeah, Baxter's got some chips. He's got a slip.
Were they surprised that someone actually called for
One
the contest?
person.
You hear that? They were all excited because they had one person on the phone line for the contest.
The new Vince Vaughn movie for trailer. That looks fucking funny, man. The couples, they go on vacation, nothing works out.
It's called couples retreat, Jimmy.
It's gonna be good.
You know, because the couples have probably some problems that they're going to work out.
Oh my, sorry, man.
They get to go to a Caribbean island and work on their problems, Jimmy.
Oh my, what's gonna happen on that one, man? That looks good.
It's going to get crazy, right? You think someone's going to get a bad sunburn?
Something's gonna happen, you know, with a good-looking guy does something with the wife. Who knows? So the song, I didn't understand the.
You have to try to guess. It's so hard to understand an accordion. You have to guess what song could it possibly be.
Oh.
And then you call radio.
Danny figured it out?
Of course. I mean, it's if you listen to it again with that in mind, it's
not a very hard contest.
No.
Is it a show?
I couldn't figure it out.
No,
I couldn't either.
If you listen again with that in mind, it's extremely.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The song is called "This Program Sucks."
Let me go back slightly. Nothing? I liked it.
Had potential.
Go easy.
Good boy. 1-800-1-800-28. Oh, there was somebody on there. They quit. Yeah, Baxter's got some chips. He's got a Slim Jim. He's got a magnet. And what else?
Oh, boy. Slim Jim, Monster Energy drink.
They are. Oh, there we go.
Wait, what? No.
They quit on you. They don't like you anymore, Baxter. I guess they liked it better when they thought I was you.
Yep, good enough. Yep, you were much better looking.
They're actually sitting there waiting for a phone call.
Did I ever tell you what Scorch used to... We had 3 phone lines when I was working for Scorch.
Yeah.
And when he, off the air, he'd do his brain cell stimulator, which is a trivia question, and then he'd wait and see if the phones lit up. And off the air, if all 3 phone lines lit up, he would say, "Looky, looky, Miss Cookie." Every time. He'd go, "Ooh, looky, looky, Miss Cookie."
He got excited because all 3
he got 3 people called.
Looky, looky, Miss Cookie.
Yes. I mean, it's in small market radio, it's very exciting when a person calls because it means someone is listening.
You know how sad this show is right now as they sit there hoping that someone calls?
They pick up the phone.
They give a shit about their crap that they're doing.
Please, Ken, I have to hear more of this.
All right.
What happened with Baxter? I like Baxter. He's better than Drifty.
Well, someone wins the bag of chips and the Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Yes, we find out here.
Oh, boy.
It's 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. WKIT, you know what the song is there?
Hello?
Hello, what was the song that Baxter played for us today?
Is Phil Collins?
Yeah?
Tonight?
In the air tonight. That's right there. Who's this on the phone?
This is Keith.
Keith, what are you doing today?
I am on my way back to the eye doctor. I had cataract surgery yesterday.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Well, look, we got just the stuff for you while you're recuperating.
They had to find a guy that had cataract surgery to give a shit about what they're doing.
Wow. Only because he can't leave the house. His eyes are fucking got bandages on them, so he's stuck there listening to the radio.
Right. And then, of course, they got to play the song right afterward, and they're going to fucking play the song as they're still talking to the guy. Ugh.
On my way back to the eye doctor. I had cataract surgery yesterday.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Well, look, we got just the stuff for you while you're recuperating. We got all kinds of food and Slim Jim and chips and magnets and whatnot, and I'll even send Baxter over to bring them to you.
Yep. Yeah, your eyes will be watering then, let me tell you. All right.
Yikes. Hang on. We'll send you up to your prize. Baxter, get out of here.
Can I see what these guys look like, Danny? If there are photos of them?
There's just cartoon photos on the website.
We could Google their names. There's got to be a photo somewhere.
Mark the Shark.
Mark the Shark and Bobby Russell. There you go. That's today's Jocktober.
Yeah. What a celebration.
We got to meet Marley, Drifty, and Baxter the Polka Monster.